Dear students, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you? I hope best for you. I Mukesh Kumar welcomes you to online Mukesh Online Academy. आपका मुकेश ऑनलाइन अकेडमी में स्वागत है एंड वी आर डूइंग द साइंस ऑफ क्लास 10 from the NCERT book, and that is the chapter 12 that we are doing, that is the electrical energy. Okay, and we have already done this chapter into the previous 13 videos in which we had covered the different thing. Okay, we are almost end to the chapter, and we started with the introduction. We did the electrical current, we did the potential difference, we did the resistances, we did the series combinations, parallel combinations, their numericals, we did the resistivity, so many things. We did the power and ratings. We have done so many things into the previous 13 videos. I hope you would have seen them. If you have not still seen them, you can go through the links which I have given into the description, and it will be much better for you if you watch them before watching this video. Then it will help you to understand this video in a much better way. Okay, and in this video what we are going to do is the electrical energy. So what is the electrical energy, what are the definitions, what are the different units, commercial units, that we are going to do in this video. And one usual tip: whenever you are watching a video of any study related video, just keep a notebook and pen with you. Start making the key points, make the summary. This will help you to revise into the exams. Otherwise, it becomes too much to revise into the exams. Okay, and I hope you must be doing that. And if you have any doubt, if you have any query, then you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email. So we will be happy to solve your queries. And I hope you must be getting knowledge from my videos. And if you want to get the free notes of each and every chapter, then also you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email. So definitely we will be happy to share the notes with you. And if you want to get the live online classes interactive through Zoom app facing each other, then also you can write to me. So we will be happy to share the details with you. And I hope you must be getting knowledge from my videos. Kindly share it with your friends, subscribe to it, ask your friend to subscribe. You can also follow me in the Telegram and Instagram. And what we are going to do in this video, the electrical energy, different units, commercial unit, how to calculate the commercial unit, how to calculate the bill. So now let's do it. So dear students, so in the last video we had done about the rating of electrical appliances. Long time back we had done. So this video is coming after a very long time. Okay, and so in this video we will go do the electrical energy. Okay, and energy, electrical energy means energy. We have studied the energy, the different forms of energy. We have studied about the solar energy, we have studied about the chemical energy. There are so many forms of the energy. Okay, and we have also studied that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. Okay, so same way, but we can change the energy from one form to the another form. Okay, so whenever we are getting the electrical energy, that means it is getting changed from one form to the another form. But here what does this energy do? Okay, in the class 9th we had studied about the work. For the work to be done, energy is needed. Okay, so we had studied that work done equal to energy. Okay, so that means whenever we want to do any work, we have to spend the energy. Same is the thing for other things also. Whenever some vehicle does the work, it consumes energy. So wherever there is a work, so energy is consumed. Okay, same way we have studied that electricity is the flow of charges. Now when the charges are flowing, so for the flow there should be some work done, that we have studied in the initial also in the potential difference. Okay, so for that work to be done, we need the energy, we need some push. And who gives this push? The energy gives the push. So we can say the energy consumed. So what is the energy? So whatever work is being done to move the flow of charges or to move the current is the electrical energy. Okay, so let's write it. So the work done by a source of electricity to maintain a current in an electric circuit is called as electric energy. So what is the definition of electric energy? That electric work done by a source of electricity to maintain a current in an electric circuit is called the electrical energy. Okay. Now, whenever this energy will be spent, okay, it will do the work, and in the same time it will dissipate it as a heat into the circuit. So as we know that whenever we just use some circuit, like if we use some electric rod, if we use some any kind of thing, like if we use some mixie or anything where we are using the electricity even through the battery, okay, so that wire becomes little bit hot, okay, so this energy is dissipated as the heat. So this energy is dissipated as heat in a resistor, or you can say the conductor. Okay, so heat generated is the amount of electric energy required to derive the current through resistor or conductor. Okay, so the energy dissipated as heat in a resistor. Okay, so heat generated is the amount of electric energy required to derive the current through the resistor or conductor. Okay, as we know that SI unit of energy is joule. Okay, SI unit of electrical energy is joule. So wherever there is energy, any form of energy, its SI unit has got the joule. So how can we define the 1 joule of energy? As we already know in the last section we had done, the power equal to W upon T. So that means we can say that W equals to P into T. Okay. So if we take the joule, 1 joule, 1 watt into 1 second. So if we say in the electrical energy sense, if there is a appliance of 1 watt wattage and it is used for 1 second, then it will consume the 1 joule of energy. So we can say that 1 joule equal to 1 watt and second. This is how we can define the 1 joule of electrical energy. Okay, so 1 joule of electric energy is the amount of energy consumed by an electrical appliance of 1 watt for 1 second. Okay, so now what is the formula? So this formula we have already written, that W equal to P into T. Okay, and since work done equal to energy, so we can say that here in this formula that E equal to P into T can also be written as the formula. So the formula to calculate the electric energy is E equal to P into T, where E is the electric energy, P is the power, and T is the time. So this is the formula to calculate the electrical energy. I hope you got it. Now we come the unit of the electrical energy. See, we have already written the SI unit. So SI unit is, we have already written, that is the joule. That is for any kind of energy. But when we are coming into the sense of the electricity, so we have the different units also in terms of the different things, right? So one is the watt hour. One we can say is the watt hour. So what is the meaning of the watt hour? If we have the 1 watt of appliance and if it runs for 1 hour, then we call it a 1 watt hour. Okay. So we can say that 1 watt hour is the amount of electric energy consumed by an electrical appliance of 1 watt when used for 1 hour. Okay, so if we use the electrical appliance of 1 watt for 1 hour, then it will be considered as a 1 watt hour. Okay, now let's say what is the relationship between the watt hour and joule. So 1 watt hour means 1 watt. Okay, this is the SI unit of the power, and 1 hour means 3600 seconds. So we can write 1 watt into 3600 seconds. So that means it became 3600 watt second. And you can see initially here we had written that 1 joule equal to 1 watt second. So that means 1 watt hour equal to 3600 joule. That we can write as a answer to this question. Okay, so what is the conclusion that we have got here is the 1 watt hour equal to 3600 joule is the conclusion that we have got here for the 1 watt hour. So this is the 1 unit of the electrical energy. Okay, now we have one more unit that is called the commercial unit of energy. Okay, why do we have the commercial unit of energy differently? That we will also discuss. So now the second unit that we can consider here as a commercial unit of electrical energy, and the commercial unit of electrical energy is kilowatt hour. Okay, so we have the different unit for the commercial purposes, that is the kilowatt hour. Okay, first of all we should know why do we have the different commercial of energy unit of energy when we have the other forms like watt hour also, like joule also. Then why don't we use them? Why do we use the little higher energy, the kilowatt hour, the higher unit which is the kilowatt hour? That we will discuss. So we have the YKWH. See, as we just discussed, 1 joule means 1 watt into second. If we are using the 1 watt of appliance for 1 second, so that means it will consume 1 joule of energy, and we don't use the appliance only for 1 second. If we use for 3600 seconds, that means 1 hour, then it becomes the 3600 joule. Now if we consume it 24 hours, then we have to multiply it by 24 also. If we use it for month, then we have to multiply by 30 days also. So that means the values will become very high. And the second thing, we don't use the appliance of just 1 watt. Suppose if we are using the 100 watt appliance, so that means in 1 second it will consume the 100 joule. If we are using for 1 hour, that means it will consume the 3,60,000 joule. So that means the number will become much more, and it will be very difficult commercially to go for such a big number. Okay, so it will be a very big calculation. So what do they do? We have got the different unit of the commercial energy, means we go for the higher units. Like when distance comes, then we go for the kilometers and miles. Same way when it is coming for the electrical energy commercially, we use the kilowatt hour. Since joule represents a very small quantity of energy and it is inconvenient to use it where a large quantity of energy is involved. So for commercial purposes, we use a bigger unit of electrical energy, that is the kilowatt hour. Okay, now we will give what is the definition of kilowatt hour. So what is the meaning of kilowatt hour? As we just did in the watt hour, that if the appliance of 1 watt is used for 1 hour, then it becomes a 1 watt hour. Same here, if we use a electrical appliance of 1 kilowatt power, 1 kilowatt power means the 1000 watt. If we use a appliance of 1 kilowatt power, or means 1000 watt power for 1 hour, that means the energy consumed by that appliance will be the 1 kilowatt hour. Clear? So 1 kilowatt hour is the amount of electrical energy consumed when an electrical appliance having a power rating of 1 kilowatt. 1 kilowatt means 1000 watt is used for 1 hour. Okay, and we also know it is the unit also, like we get the bills, electricity bills into our homes, in which we just say in the normal sense how many units have come, how many units have been consumed. So this word have come from the Board of Trade Units. Okay, so it is also known as BOT. BOT means Board of Trade Unit or just unit. Okay, so I hope you have understood. So what is the definition of kilowatt hour and why we use the kilowatt hour? So now we will just relate between the kilowatt hour and joule, how the kilowatt hour is related as a joule. So now we have the relation between kilowatt hour and joule. See, 1 kilowatt hour means 1 kilowatt into 1 hour. Okay, 1 kilowatt means 1000 watt into 1 hour means 3600 second. 1000 watt. So when we multiply it, it becomes 3600 then 30 watt seconds. And as we know that watt second means joule, and this can also be written as 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule can also be written as. Okay, so 1 kilowatt hour means 1 kilowatt into 1 hour, and 1 kilowatt means 1000 watt, 1 hour means 3600 seconds. So when we multiply it, it becomes 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joules. That means we have to put 5 zeros after the 36, so that becomes the joule, and after just using it in a standard form, it becomes a 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. So this is the answer for the relation between the kilowatt hour and joule. Okay, so by now what we have understood that the electrical energy that we are consuming is depending on the two factors. One factor, what is the power rating of the appliance. Suppose if we are using the appliance of 100 watt, or if we are using the appliance of 200 watt, or if we are using the appliance of 500 watt. If all the appliances are used for the same time, so more is the power, more will be the electricity consumed. Okay, and the second thing, it depends for how much duration it is being used. So when we multiply the both, there we will come to know that how much electrical energy is being consumed. So that means the electrical energy consumed is depending on the two factors. One is the power rating and second is the time for which it is consumed. So the electric energy consumed by an electrical appliance depend on two factors. Number one, the power rating of appliance, and number two, the time for which appliance is used. I hope you have got this. Now, means normally we have the different appliances in our home, like we have the different tube lights, different fans, ACs, refrigerators, geysers. There are so many appliances that we have into our home. Then how do we calculate? How do they calculate commercially that how much energy is being consumed and what will be the bill of our electricity consumed? So now we will calculate the units, how we calculate the units and how we calculate the cost of the electricity consumed. Okay, how to calculate units consumed and cost of electrical energy consumed. Okay, so we calculated separately for the separate appliances. Okay, so what do we do? First, there are different steps that we can do. First, take power as kilowatt. If it is already given in the kilowatt, then it's okay. Means divide the watt by 1000. Okay. Take time as hour. Means if given in other units, convert to hour. Okay. So whenever we are calculating the unit consumed, electricity consumed, we do two things. We always take power as a kilowatt. Okay. If it is given in watt, then we have to divide it by 1000 to convert into the kilowatt, and we take the time as an hour. Okay. If it is given in seconds, if it is given in minutes, then we can convert it into the hour if the unit is being asked commercially. Okay. So that means the number of units consumed will become watt upon 1000 into number of hours. Okay. So this will become kilowatt hour. So this is for one appliance. Okay. So what is the next step? Calculate for each appliance separately. Okay. So we have to calculate for each appliance separately. See, what is the next point that we can give here? If we have more than one appliance of same wattage and being used for same duration, then multiply by number of appliances. Let's take an example. Suppose if we have the 500 watt bulbs and each bulb is being used for the same duration, like 5 hours. So what will we do? We will just calculate the unit consumed for one appliance and then multiply by the number of appliances. But if they have the different wattage, then we have to calculate them separately. If they have different wattage or being consumed for being used for different duration, then calculate separate. Okay, this is the next step that we have to do. Clear? Now, what is the next thing that we have to do? Add all of them. Add kilowatt hour got for each appliance. See, this will give the number of units consumed in a day. Okay. So what it will give? It will give number of units consumed for all appliances in one day. Okay. So this is how we can calculate. Now we have got the number of units for one day. And if you are being asked for a particular month or for particular number of days, then you have to multiply by the number of days to get the number of units consumed for that month. So what we can do next part, then multiply by number of days for a month, means given into the question. Given into question. Okay. To calculate for whole month. And remember, if number of days are given, then there is no issue. If the month is given, then we have to see how many days are there in a particular month. Okay, that I know, that I think you must be knowing very well how to calculate. Now comes for the February. For the February, if it is a leap year, then you have to just calculate it by 29. And if it is not a leap year, then you have to calculate by the 28 days. Okay. Now after we have got the calculation of units for whole month, then if the cost is being asked, then multiply by cost per unit to get bill for whole month in rupees. Okay. So this is how we will calculate the total cost of electricity. So in the last, we can come with a formula. That formula is the total cost of electricity will be equal to cost per unit into watts into hour into number of days divided by 1000, that we have got arrived at the formula. Okay. So I hope this you would have got it. Now let's repeat the whole thing. See, as we know that the electrical energy is the amount work done, whatever work is done to maintain the electric current, that is called the electrical energy, and whatever electrical energy we are using, that is dissipated as a heat. Okay. So whenever we use some appliance, it becomes hot because of this dissipation as a electrical energy. And as we know, in any form of energy, whatever it may be the form of energy, we take always the SI unit as a joule. But when it comes to the electrical energy, then 1 joule can also be written as the 1 watt second, or watt second can also be used as a joule, in a unit of electricity for unit of electrical energy. Okay. So what is the definition of 1 joule of electric energy? If 1 watt of appliance is consumed for 1 second, okay, that means it has consumed 1 joule of energy. Like if there is a 100 watt of appliance, so that means it will consume 100 joule of energy in 1 second. If it is a 200 watt, then it will consume the 200 joule of energy into 1 second. So what we have got the formula, that is the electrical energy is equal to power into time. So that means whatever the electrical energy is being consumed, it is depending on the two factors. One, what is the power rating of that appliance, and second, for how much duration it is being used. Okay. Then we have the different units of electrical energy. Okay, one unit we have already studied, that is the SI unit. Okay. Next is the watt hour. Watt hour means if we use the electrical appliance of 1 watt power rating for 1 hour, that means in that case we will just consider this unit as a watt hour. Okay. So why watt hour? Because it is little higher than the joule. Okay. And as after calculation we get the 1 watt hour as a 3600 joule. Now the second unit, that is the commercially used unit, that is the kilowatt hour. Okay. And why do we use the kilowatt hour? Because since the amount of energy consumed in the home and commercially will be too much, so it will not be convenient for the joule to use for commercial purposes. So what we have the kilowatt hour. And how do we define it? If we are using a 1 kilowatt of electrical appliance for 1 hour, okay, 1 watt of electrical appliance for 1 hour, so that means this will be known as the kilowatt hour. We also known as a unit. Now, so what is the relation between kilowatt hour and joule? It is the 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. How have we calculated? 1 kilowatt means 1000 watt, 1 hour means 3600 seconds. So after standardization in the standard units, it became the 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. And how do we calculate the number of units consumed? Okay, we take power as a kilowatt. If it is given in watt, then we have to divide it by 1000. We take time as an hour. Okay, if it is given in other unit, then we convert it into the hours. So what we do, we just multiply kilowatt and number of hours, so we arrive at a number of units for one appliance. Okay, if we have more than one appliance given, so in that case what we can do, there are two conditions. Okay, one, if they have the same wattage and being used for the same duration, then what will we do? We will calculate for one appliance and then multiply by the number of appliances. Second thing, if we have the different wattage and being used for the different duration, then we can calculate them separately and then we can add them to get the number of units consumed for that particular day. Now, after we have calculated for one day, now we may be asked to calculate for a month because we get the monthly bills. So if it is given the month name, then you have to know that how many days are there in that particular month. So then we have to multiply by that number. If it is February, then we have to check whether it is a leap year or not. Only then we can calculate it for the month of the February. So now once we have arrived for the total electricity consumed for that particular month, okay, then we may be asked to get the cost, means the total bill for that month. So we will be given the cost per unit or cost per kilowatt hour. We can multiply by that. So we will get the bill of the whole month. Okay. So after this we have arrived at a formula that total cost of electricity is equal to cost per unit into watt into hour into number of days divided by the 1000. I hope you would have got it clearly, the whole concept of electrical energy. And in the next video we will just take the questions over the last thing. How to calculate the number of units, how to calculate the bill, that we will do into the next video. So dear students, in the next video we will take the numericals based on the electrical energy, the formulas that we have just discussed into the last. So we will discuss the numericals based on that formula. So thank you so much for your watching. Write your comments about the video, any query, any doubt about the topic into the comment box, or you can write to me on the WhatsApp or email also, which I have given into the description. Okay, and if you want to get the free notes of each and every chapter and practice questions, then you can write to me. So on the WhatsApp or email, we will be happy to share with you. And if you want to get the live online classes in the Joop app interactive, then also you can write to me. So we will be happy to share the details with you. I hope you must be getting knowledge from my videos. You must be making the key points. You can follow me on the Telegram and Instagram also. So kindly share it with your friends, subscribe to it, ask your friend to subscribe. Thank you so much.